Okay, so some of the most important things that I think will help you is number one, when you are warming up, when you're doing your T drills, when you're doing any other drill, and every time that you are pitching, you always want your nose to be in between your toes, okay? And I'm gonna insert a clip here in a little bit and show you. But if your nose is hanging over your backside, you're never going to be able to transition your weight from your backside to your front side. You do want this thing that's called front side resistance, which I'm sure you've seen in some videos, but the end of your pitch, you should always be stacked. And how we get there is having our nose in between our toes the whole time we pitch. It's the same thing as hitting. I wouldn't go to hit and want to hit like this. It wouldn't help me out very much. I want to be here, I want to be tall, and I want to be able to see, okay? The second thing that I want to talk about is knowing where to take your foot in your drag. Do I just kick off to the side? Where does my foot go? What do I need to do? So, step one, when you are dragging, I want you to over-exaggerate and always think that you are driving knee to knee and toe to heel. And what I mean by that is you always want to think about driving your right knee into your left knee and then driving your right big toe into the heel of your left foot. I'm going to insert a clip in a little bit. When your foot is dragging, you do not want the whole side of your foot to be laying on the ground, okay? It's like an anchor on a boat. It's gonna weigh you down and you're not gonna be able to explode through your pitch. You want your big toe to be facing into the dirt. So like my shoe right here, you'll see right there is where it's all worn down. That's what you want. You don't want it any further than that, and you don't want it on your heel. So the whole side of your foot should not be in the ground. When you're dragging, your toe should almost be facing like this. So your heel should be facing the sky. So when I am talking about keeping your nose in between your toes, what does that mean? If I'm doing a T drill when I'm warming up and I'm here, right? This is where I want to start. This is the position that I want to be in. My toes in the ground, my heel's facing the sky. I'm not like this, and I'm not flat-footed like this, okay? We want to be here, heel to the sky. That way, it's just like if I was going to take off running, and I looked like this, same thing, right here. This is where we get our power, is from our backside and from this foot. So you want your heel to be facing the sky. Now, a great way to practice this is just throwing to yourself, throwing into a glove. I'm here, looking at my target, I'm gonna step, and throw. So at the end, I'm stacked. My head stayed in the middle of my body the whole time. I wasn't like this. I'm not giving myself an opportunity to fall backwards because my weight is staying in the middle of my body. Here, there. And you want to be nice and tall at the end. You should be able to hold that position. Just like that. Now, when I'm talking about where to drag, what to do with your feet when you start, okay? I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you can see. When I'm talking about driving knee to knee and toe to heel, this is what I wanna see. Knee to knee, toe to heel. Knee to knee, toe to heel. Knee to knee, toe to heel. So when I go back to that T drill, I should see knee to knee, toe to heel. Knee to knee, toe to heel. When I'm full pitching, it should look like this. I'm gonna go around, there, knee to knee, toe to heel. When my weight is in the back side of my body, when my head is back and I'm falling backwards, this is what that drag will look like. That's not what we want, okay? One, it's not gonna be a competitive pitch. Two, if I'm trying to field a ground ball that somebody hits back at me when I'm done, this is not the position I want to be in. I want to be able to be in a good athletic position at the end of my pitch, which is going to look like this. Knee to knee, toe to heel, and then I'm here. I'm ready to go. But if I'm falling backwards, I'm not giving myself a good opportunity to field the ball that's coming back at me. So we always want to make sure that when we go off the mound, if you're looking at my big toe, some of the worst mistakes that you can make, no matter what your windup looks like, when you go off of the mound, you should not let this foot pivot, because watch what happens when it goes down. I sink into my backside. We talked about that anchor. You're sinking into your backside. This isn't going to give you very much power. You want to this is the wrong way again. Not this. We're not sinking, okay? You want to think about exploding your weight down into that big toe, just like you're doing a sprint, okay? So when this toe goes up, it should go right back down, like you're pressing a gas pedal. Up, down, and explode. Okay, you can't see me now, but when I do that, up, down, explode. Woo, sorry, about fell over. But now I'm in this position that we talked about, where my toe's in the ground and I can explode through my front side.